Oh, you get to pick who participates. Okay, so I'm seeing, I don't know if anybody's here yet. I'm gonna try and figure out how I can watch my own channel. But yeah, apparently you get to pick who's going. So I'm going. Oh, it won't let me. You have to pick everybody. Here we get to start exploring the. Well, we're going to start exploring the store, which it looks like cursed essence can be exchanged for special items in the exchange store. After the event, cursed essence will not be cleared and can still be used in the next event. Exchangeable items in the store may differ in each event. So you can buy gears, you can buy speed ups, you can buy resources, crossbow and hat, bloodtooth. You can get crimson gold and steel. So that looks pretty good. And then rewards. So if you get a victory, we're getting a skin for the keep, 6,000 of the cursed essence, and then some other speed ups and stuff. And then it looks like if you get, oh man, the solo points go up. Badges, a lot more of the cursed essence. So if you max out your solo points, you're going to get 3,000, 5,000, 8, 12,000, and then if your alliance wins, you're going to get another 6. That's a lot. I think that must be just for the test server for us to test the store. Alright, I'm setting this down for just a second. I'll keep talking, but I'm trying to figure out how I can watch my own stream to respond to comments and see comments. And I've never done it before, so I honestly don't know how. I thought there was a way for me to see my own live broadcast, but I might have to do it in the app. Okay, so I see Zeph and Flicky, that was from earlier. I don't know if anybody's in here right now. Okay, so let's get out of here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. One watching. And where is the chat? How do I pin the chat for myself? Oh, there it is. One watching. And where is... Okay, so some guy started trouble in the game right before this happened, and we've got a registration phase. I need to know. Oh, this is a lot of work. I want to be able to see who's online and who's not. Have to choose. Okay, so this is going to require some actual scramble, I think. I'm going to have to figure out who's online and who's not, and people who are not online are not getting included in the round. So Bubba is offline, Anfa is offline, Irfan is offline, CK, Dr. Hell, Lunstorm, Vey, Kath, Mihai, Dang, Brit. I think that's enough people because in our alliance we've only got 41 and 35 can participate. So I should be able to select everybody else and get us set up. So Lunstorm was not on. Tom is on. Ampha wasn't. Vern's on. Not Vern's on. Cordova. Dr. Hell wasn't. Irfan wasn't. Bubba wasn't. I am. CK was not. Angel. I think we can pick everybody else. But, aha, see how the total power is being scrolled up? We're going to get a bad matchup if we just select everybody like this. So, since I have, how much time? I've got 12 minutes. I'm going to write down everybody that is offline so that we don't overbid ourselves. Okay, so I already got Bubba, Civ, Iran, CK, Angel, P Heart, 281. So let's see, where else did I stop? Vey, Kath, Mihai, B. And then we've got Fates, Black, Hods, Lithuanian, Lord. So the other thing, I don't know if you watched the video earlier, but after a round, the guilds, the alliances disband. So then people who are not active won't be rejoining an alliance. So the next round will be easier, but it looks like we can't join the next round for 2 hours, and that's pretty late for me, so I don't know if I'll stay up for it, but I might. So I don't want to say I'm not just yet, because I might end up doing it, because if this is really fun, it's going to be hard to not do it. Bete Hammer, Count Dracula, Civ is offline, Dr. Hell is offline, Irfan's offline, Christie's online, I'm online, Angel is not online, T-Rox, Blaker, Badfish, Fates, didn't I say Fates was offline? No, Fates is online, Mihai isn't, Queen of Blades is, Sparta is, he's not, Legend of Queen is, Dang Brit's not, Moon is, Lady Victory, Black Sheep isn't, Kath isn't, Vey isn't, Hello Deer, and Lord Molar. Okay. So if it goes live in this version and only 35 people can participate, hopefully alliances can join more than once, and maybe if you've already got your awards, you can't join again, or you can join again and just not get any additional rewards. I don't know how they're going to do this, but if only 35 people get to join, that's going to cause alliances to break. There's not, it's going to cause issues if alliances can't join more than once, if only 35 people can go in. it's good for the time frame if it's the same. So if it runs every 2 hours for a 24-hour period, then you'll be able to have an alliance join twice or even 3 times and split the people up. So I guess then it's going to be kind of a nightmare as far as whoever's setting up the round, like I just did, is going to have to know ahead of time who's online and who wants to join. Because if you're only allowed to join once or you select the wrong person, it's going to cause issues as well. Okay, let's see if it changed. So we don't have coordination because we don't know each other, but she undid what I did, so I need to make sure that I'm still in here. So, well, she did good with getting people on there. As long as I'm still in here and I get to go in, then I guess it won't matter if the matchup's bad. It tallied total power. Okay, so we've got 7 minutes. I'm gonna leave it. And let me look again. I can't. So I've got 4 people in here. Hi, everybody. If anybody just joined, I'm going to go back in and look at the rewards for the event. So inside of Darklands, we've got a couple of things. So the rewards, we'll look at the rewards first. If your alliance wins, you get 6,000 of these cursed essence and 3,000 if you lose. And then individual points over here on this side, we totaled it up and it's 12,000 if you get all the way up to this 23k points, and along with a lot of war documents, a lot of banners, gears. It's really good rewards. Now if your alliance wins and you max your points, that's 18,000 essence. Now if that's an accurate number for going live, look what you could buy with that. Like, you're going to be able to buy so many things. You'll be able to buy the gears, you'll be able to buy all the materials, you'll be able to buy resources, speed ups. Like, you're going to be able to just cash out in this store. The other thing that it said in this store is that the essence doesn't expire, so you could save some up and hope that it changes things the next time around, or maybe you want to just build up some in case they start adding higher priced items. But for now, if this exchange store and everything stays the way it is for live version, it's awesome. All right, so 5 minutes to go. And it looks like everything's good here. What is this little schedule thing? Oh, you can change the date and time to your local date and time. That's nice. So right here it's in UTC. Right here it's in local time. That's awesome. All right, scrolling back over here to chat. Anybody have any questions for me while we wait? I've got 4 minutes. I'm trying to talk and keep you entertained as best I can, but it's going to get harder once the event starts. So sorry if there's some silence. Also, something to let everybody know, there is about an 8-second delay. So if I miss something or you ask me a question and it's time sensitive, it might already be too late by the time I see it. So I'm not intentionally ignoring you. I just might not see the comment till 10 seconds after whatever happened. And I'm a little jealous. All of these people with their Castle 44s. And I landed on a 35. Although they were saying that some of the people that have 41s and 42s on the real server landed with Castle 35s and stats that are about a fourth of what they have on the main server. So I think that was pretty funny too. Yeah, so I think instead of typing, I'll just answer questions. So thank you, Timothy. King Patron, yes, this is the test server. We will be testing the new event, which is the Darklands, and it starts in just under 3 minutes. So the thing about this that, if you just joined, the thing about this that looks kind of annoying as far as alliance management is you have to go in here and manually select who's participating. And right now you only get to take 35 people in. So if an alliance isn't able to join multiple times, I can see this being an issue and alliances breaking down into smaller alliances so that everybody who wants to play in Darklands can. I've seen things like this happen in other games where it doesn't make sense to have all of your strong players in one alliance anymore because not everybody can maximize their rewards, or it actually hurts people to be in the same alliance. So if it stays at 35 players, they either have to allow alliances to join multiple times, or you're going to see alliances break up and split up into more evenly divided alliances for this event. Let's see. Oh, we're up to 6. So I've got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Sorry for anybody who's been here the whole time. I'm going to repeat some things. The rewards, we'll go over one more time for Darklands. The alliance rewards for winning, you're going to gain 6,000 of these essence and 3,000 for losing. And then point rewards, we added these all up, and it's 12,000 of these elixirs for maxing out your points, which is 23,000 points. And we'll see how hard that is in this first round. But looking at the store, if these rewards stay the same, that's a lot of stuff. If you end up getting 18,000 of these elixir, look what you can buy with that. You're going to be able to get so many things. And I hope they keep it this way, because even if the event's once a month, that means you can guarantee count on getting a bunch of speed ups, resources, crossbow patterns, because it took me forever to unlock mine, and just things like that. So 18 seconds. Getting ready to go. God, I hope this is fun. I'm excited. I think this is going to be really fun. Okay. They also gave us 1 million gold each, so that's why everybody's just spamming King Speakers. Nobody's talking at a regular pace. Okay, matching phase. So it looks like we got a matchup. Oh. So looks like we've got a little bit more waiting to do. Dang. I guess I should have expected that. So it shows our participants, and I can't click anything on the enemy or us as far as the banner goes. So if you have questions, go ahead and type them out. I can read them, and I can go back to something or explain my understanding of the rules based on what I read earlier. yeah, looks like about 10 minutes until we go live. And based on the timer on the screen, it looks like my delay is sitting at actually 22 seconds. So I apologize ahead of time if anybody asks time-sensitive questions. I'm getting some water to save my voice while we wait. Now, the other thing I would like is if you have comments or feedback that you would like relayed to the developers as far as what you saw on the event or things that you liked just from watching it, let me know, and I will include your comments in my own, because they always ask for constructive feedback. So the people who just say it was great, good job, like that doesn't do much for them. They need the feedback like the store looked amazing. If those rewards stay the same, you know, we'd be really happy with the event. We'd like to know the frequency, you know, like putting constructive, you know, stuff across is the way to be seen on this. So if you see anything during the event and you're like, I don't think I like that, or it doesn't seem like it's as fun as it could be, write it down, remember it, and you can leave it to me in a comment and I will pass it along. So Ricky got on, saw the rewards. I'm excited about the rewards. I think it's decent. I mean, some of these events when they put them out, like the rewards for Tides of Darkness, they weren't that great. I mean, it was okay, but at the end of it, you know, I'd look at it and realize I used like 15 advanced teleports or something crazy during that event. And the rewards you got for that amount of porting and things like that, just it wasn't worth it. So if the Tides of Darkness event does come back, I hope that they give everybody some type of free teleports or some compensation that makes it actually worth teleporting around. All right, so we are at 7 minutes left. Now, the other thing about this, and I'll probably repeat it a couple of times, is after this event ends, all the alliances are disbanded. So then when the next round happens, we will have a brand new alliance. So we'll have to get out of this event, reform a new alliance, and re-register for the next round, which the rounds start every 2 hours. So it looks like this one will go from, let's see, in UTC it would be 2:30 to 3:30, and then it'll end, rewards will go out, alliances will break, and then we'll have half an hour to reform and register again for the next round. Tides of Darkness for farming gold. I'm trying to remember what gold Tides gave. I guess I don't remember the event well enough, or maybe my opinion has been skewed over time to feel like the rewards weren't as good. Because I think I remember when I made the video that I liked the rewards. So maybe now looking back, they don't feel as good, but I think at the time I was pretty happy with them actually, because it gave badges, and badges were like the best thing. I better get back into this timer so that people joining know that we're waiting for the special thing. They don't want to stare at a castle screen because that looks like the live server. They can't tell the difference. Oh yeah, that's right, Rigel. The critical damage hits. So I didn't get to experience very much of that because we were in a swarm guild. It's a kingdom-wide powerhouse guild. So when it was time to kill a castle, we could get 5 or 6 attacks in maybe before it was dead. And that was one of my biggest complaints, is that the towns died too fast. I wish that the towns would have been either on a timer or an infinite damage counter like the wolf, or maybe they had more hit points based on the amount of players in that alliance. If it's a 100 billion power alliance, those towns die really fast. I mean, we're not that big. We were at the time 25 billion, but they still died really fast. It was like I was sending just any march that I could and just spamming it to try and get my attacks in, and I would still have like 40 attacks at the end. Okay, so we're down to 4 minutes. Thank you for everybody who showed up. Looks like we're up to 12. If anybody has questions or if we want to see the rewards again, I'll do that. I'll go back in one more time in about, 30 seconds or so and show them off again. Okay, got a drink of water. Let's go in one more time for anybody who is just now joining. So the rewards for Darklands. If your alliance wins, you're getting 6,000 of these cursed essence. There's some other things in there. I'm not focusing on those. You'll see why in a second. Even if you lose, you're getting 3,000. Now the individual points rewards. When we added all of these up, if you max your points out, you're getting 12,000 of these essence. And some gears and badges, banners, war documents. Like there's a lot of stuff in here. But then look what you can use those elixirs on in the store. So one of the things in the exchange store, I'll read this off. It says the cursed essence will not be cleared and can be used in the next event. So it carries over to the next event. So if you don't want to waste it, or you're like, oh, I don't need resources and I don't need this other stuff, you can save it. But look at what's in there for the initial offerings. They've got one of the Bloodtooth scrolls, one crossbow scroll. They've got a bunch of steel, crimson, gold, and ether crystals. Then if you are participating or you're newer and you don't have your Thunderbolt coat of arms yet, you can get 135 of them. So you can get a bunch of those. You can get a bunch of the artisan materials. You can get intensity gears, and then if you do need resources, they've got a whole bunch of those on the bottom too. So I think this store is great. I wish that more events had a store like this rather than them just giving us random rewards and having to update it all the time. Okay, 2 minutes. We're almost there. Now, again, for anybody just joining, one of the things we had to do for this, and I don't know if it's going live, only 35 of your Alliance members are allowed to participate in a round, and you had to go through and pick which ones. Now, the thing that was annoying about that is there's no indicator about who's online and who's offline. So I wrote down a bunch of people and someone else wrote down some people, and we had different approaches, and your changes will overwrite other R4's changes if they happen after, and there's no audit to know who changed what. So that is something we'd have to monitor or designate somebody to do. Also, if alliances are only allowed to join once and only 35 people can participate, you're going to have to split your alliance up. If you're in an alliance that has 50 or 60 active players, you're either going to have to rotate who gets to play Darklands each month, which nobody's going to want to do, or you're going to have to split into alliances so that everybody can participate. Now I'm hoping that alliances can just keep participating in this every 2 hours and signing up, and everybody can get the rewards, and you can join multiple times, and maybe you can only earn victory rewards once, but you can continue to build on your individual points by playing multiple rounds. I don't have quite enough information yet to know what they want to do. I'm just hoping that they do it the right way. Okay, so We've got 13 seconds. Oh, I'm allowed to enter. I don't know why I'm sitting out here in the screen. I can enter the battleground. Or can I? Oh no. Why isn't it letting me in? Okay, so we're experiencing our first problem. I can't enter. Oh, no, come on. Okay, let's verify that I'm on the list of participants. I am. I'm on the list of participants. And someone said uninstalled, reinstalled, same error. No one else can get in. We're live. Anyone in? Reconnect. Okay. Let's see if that fixes it. Oh man. So, for anybody just joining, we are having technical difficulties while trying to enter the Darklands event. After a restart, still not able to get in. And it won't let me enter. So, first set of technical difficulties. Oh man. Dang. Okay, we'll try again. So it looks like maybe there's too many people trying to join. That's frustrating. I really hope that this gets sorted out because I want to show this and I want to join. I was excited to play this. Oh man. Patience. Let's give it a second. Oh man, people aren't happy. Okay, so Darklands Clash. Darklands opening. Darklands opened. Join the Clash. Reconnect. Well, stick with me. I'll keep trying. I'll give it 10 or 15 minutes before we either give up and wait for the next round or see if they're going to down it for maintenance. I wonder if Tom made it in. So Tom Vapor was streaming as well, and I'm gonna see if he's live. If he is, I can redirect you guys. It's in German, but we'll see if he's having the same issues I am. Looks like he might be having the same error. No, he's live on something else. I don't know if he's live on test server or the main game. Alright, let's try one more time. Well, at least this is oh, I'm getting in. Okay. Come on. Here we go. Okay, so commands. Oh man, we get to choose one before we join. I think because I'm a smaller castle, combat, I'm going to choose the gathering. Okay, so looking at the map, there Okay, there's Elemental Shrine, Wailing Tomb, Sinister Sepulchre, East Wailing Tomb. Okay, so there's 4 Wailing Tombs, 2 Sinister Sepulchres, a Blood Shrine, and an Elemental thing. Okay, well, let's go try and do some work. So one of the things that had to happen in here was you had to have at least 50,000 troops. Did you see that curio thing? I need to look at that more. So if I can maintain this, we get 2 commands? Oh, 1 of each. Okay. 200% march speed. I like that. That seems pretty good. Benefits. Support airship continuous. Supply chain continuous. Other benefits. I don't see any gathering tiles. Sorry if I scroll too fast for people. If I make you a little sick, I apologize. I don't see any gathering nodes. Oh, they did say they would spawn at the 20 and 40 minute marks, so maybe it takes a while to get started. Okay, someone's marching at me. Fluffers, he's scouting. And I've got reinforcements coming. Just got T11 coming in, 350k of them. That works for me. Now the other thing I needed to see was they had this curio. Oh my god. 2500% attack, defense, and health. Do I get to use that all the time? Or do I only get it on 1 march? That's amazing. I gotta see if it's multiple years so you get to use that all the time. Okay, sorry guys, I was a little behind on comments here, so sorry, but what is that? So there's a delay of about 25 seconds, so if you are asking questions, you'll have to be a little bit more specific, because by the time I see the question, it's probably too far behind. So on the map, it looks like we are maintaining 5, and the enemy has 4. So we are gaining points, but they gained them first. Looks like I'm gaining points. What else is there to do? There's a lot of people in the safe zone. I say why? Let's get out there and fight. I'm in a baby castle. Oh, I'm about to get zeroed. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Oh, it won't let me teleport. Am I about to die? Let's see. No, that was pretty decent. So it says we can heal. I don't know how fast. Let's speed that up since they gave us 1,000,000 gold. This guy's going to lose his troops if he keeps trying. Okay, we'll keep all our troops. Yeah, speed healing. I mean, there's a vampire noble on here. Refreshes in 6 minutes. Does that mean he's on the map already? And he's gone. So we scared him off. Somebody's marching at me. Luis DB. 652,000 tier 12. We're going to take the hit and see how it goes. And then I might pull my march and send it back in with the curio. The only reason I'm not abandoning this is because someone else is in there with me. And I don't want to sacrifice her troops because I know that she won't be able to take it alone. So right now we've got them outnumbered. I wonder if I can mega. Let's do that. Okay, I've got a second attack incoming from Ghost. He's probably another big castle if I had to guess. Yeah. So we got knocked out. 5 minutes to heal. I'm just going to let those go unless someone's going to attack me. Here I want to attack. I'm going to equip the curio and I want to send my mixed distance march and see. Let's see what happened with that. Okay, so kills, I lost some. Let's scout. What's in there? He's got 608,000 and 652,000 reinforcements. I'm gonna have to run a mega rally. Let's run a 3-minute mega rally. And give it a shot. So, sorry, Mephisto, if you're, you know what though? If German is a language that you know better, Tom Vapor is on YouTube and he's live as well. So if any of you know German better than English, Tom Vapor, he's live as well. Let's see if anybody's going to join my mega. And looking at the map, we are winning. We're still controlling 4, but now that they have 5, they'll start to catch up. He'll make it in time. I need more for this mega. I wonder if we're allowed. We're probably only allowed to do 1 at a time. Getting individual points. I've got 451. Where can I see my individual points? Oh, I'm gonna have to take time to go over that question mark in a second. So I've got 703 points right now, which I've done some fighting. That doesn't seem like that many, considering that you need like 23,000 or 21,000 to max out the rewards. Let's see again what's in here. I scouted and oh, it's only him. I'm running a mega, but it looks like they're smashing this with solo marches. And someone is attacking me, so I'm gonna speed heal this so that I have all my troops. And we're gonna do it again. So that's the nice thing about them giving us gold is I don't have to worry about it when I spend it. Okay, so now my mega rally is gonna not do anything, but let's scout ghost. And then I can share that scout and see what he's got. So this guy that attacked me lost a lot. Ghost has, ooh, that's a lot of troops. A lot of tier 12, 3.3 million troops. I'll share that just in case someone wants to hit him. But it looks like we're going to maintain this tower. So on the map, let's see what we have. The Vampire Noble is going to spawn soon, so I want to go check him out when I can. And I'll also start jumping around to look at some of the other landmarks so you can see what they look like. Right now we're at the Blood Shrine. The Wailing Tombs looks like a graveyard. The Sepulchre looks like a crypt. And there's 2 sepulchres and 4 tombs, so they all look the same. And the Elemental Shrine looks kind of like an altar. And that one has some heavy contention, so I might need to go up there and help out. Now the other thing that I remember reading is that the Vampire Noble, when it refreshes, it will stay hidden from the mini-map, from this map, for 10 seconds, and then it will appear on the map. So if you find it first, you can go and get some hits in on it. And then while we wait, I've got troops in there. Let's see. Let's go through this question mark. So, okay, this just lists the rules the same as my video earlier. So this is the same as my video earlier. If you need to check that out, everything in here is exactly the same wording. Now this is different. I'll go through that in a second. I just need to figure out what kind of attack was happening. Come on. So he lost all of his troops. He's hitting it again. Let's add troops to this. And we gotta keep healing. The speed on this healing is really nice, and if I was on the live server, I'd probably be switching into my healing gear to start the healing and then swapping back. Okay, the Vampire Noble is out. I didn't look for him soon enough, so there he is. Let's just send this march. Let's equip the Curio and let's go for it. So that's a pretty quick march speed. So look at how fast that's going. Like that's getting there. As long as it returns that fast too, you can kind of hit it from anywhere on the map, it looks like, which will be nice. But I also need to see what kind of damage I do to it. It seems like you get critical hit rewards if you end the killing blow or you drop it down. And I'm looking at the report. Success. I did 347 million damage to the vampire, and it doesn't say how many hit points he has. But look at the solo points for the critical hit rewards. It looks like there's a rally and an attack. And I don't know which one's which. So if you get the critical hit, you're getting a bunch of score points. And if you don't, then you're not. So the goal will be to try and get that last hit on the, looks like somebody else got it. So what we might need to do is pour it in there and start hitting it like that guy is, because we want the points for this. So let's start getting in there. Okay, so I'm just going to spam this with every march and see kind of what comes of it. The marches are so fast, I don't even know which ones I'm sending. This is a feeding frenzy. This is fun. What we probably should do is hit that other C-35 out of there, but we don't have time for that. After this is over, I'll see if I got any of the critical hits. But it looks like other people are starting to catch on that this is something that we should be after. I'm just sending random marches. I don't know which ones are the strongest. I don't know anything yet. We can try and analyze it after the feeding frenzy is over. I'm just sending any preset that I made and hoping that it does something. Okay, now let's get out of here. Let's go back to our blood shrine. Teleport. And then I'm going to look at the reports after I get myself back into this. And let's see if we got any of the critical hits. So, the opposition alliance has slain the noble, so they gain a buff. Does it say if it's a critical hit in the report? It doesn't. Okay, so it shows the amount of hit points. So it looks like dealing 200, what is it? Let's see, 24 million damage is 6%. Oh, and I got a critical hit. So see where it shows critical hit right there? So I got 600 solo points for that. So whichever attack that was, I got a critical hit for. I think that was this one, yeah. And I don't think I got any other critical hits, but we'll check them all. But it looks like getting a critical hit is really good for solo points. I don't know if I got points for individual attacks or just for the critical hit. There's another critical hit. So 600 solo points and 6,000 for your alliance for that. So that's a pretty big deal. Now the other thing we need to start looking for is, in just a second here, gathering tiles are going to spawn. But where? Oh, there they are. So I picked gathering tiles as one of my things. So I should be gathering faster than other people, and I'm going to gather as many of them as I can, and especially if they don't notice. Okay, so it looks like there's not that many tiles. So a strategy that I would recommend right now is setting certain people to be gatherers, and to pick that benefit. If you picked yourself as a gatherer and you have the extra gathering speed and other people can go out and do the fighting, I mean, why not? Let them do it. So it looks like we're getting a bunch of points still. Who's that? Ghost came down to fight. We're winning by a lot right now. Data sync error, reconnect. Okay. Let's get back into that. Looks like I've still got 16 people. Thank you all for being here. I will answer questions and try and respond to comments as I see them. I've got my laptop open with the chat, and then, oh, come on. So hopefully I can get back in. If I can't, I got a decent amount of information, but I'd like to finish getting the win and see if I can max out on the store or kind of what happens there. Okay, give it a second to load. Darklands, loading, come on. You know you want to let me in. Spinning circle of death, other people are having the same issue. Enter. Okay, it let me enter right back into where I was with everything that I have. So I've got 5 tiles going right now, and the info on the tiles is 36 solo points a minute and 360 alliance points a minute. Look at how many alliance points a minute we have. We're getting 19,000 a minute versus their 1,900. So, I mean, this is going to be a blowout, basically. The other thing that we could try and do is, if we take all 9, it's going to end it early. I don't think that we want to do that, though, because we don't have max points. Oh, but look at the people that are fighting. Look at Tom's got 37,000 points already. So where is that attack coming from? I don't know if I can fight that. Did I call it back in time? I did call it back in time, so based on that I get... It doesn't show individual points gained. Okay, so I need to start watching my tiles, it looks like. Okay, so who's fighting me right now? Who's attacking me? It's Ghost. We need to get into another mine. What does he have here? Let's scout that. Okay, I can't even see the guy, but we're going to start fighting back. I'm not going to get pushed around by this guy just because he lucked out and got a C40 whatever castle. So the curio can only be used on 1. I'm going to send this march at him. Let's see if... I'm trying to see what's happening here. So, hey Rated R, good to see you. Let's see if I win this fight. I did not win the fight, so he's got me beat by a pretty good margin, so I just can't compete with the castle that they gave me. The stats aren't bad, just not compared to the C-44 with tier 12s and higher guards and higher airship, higher everything. So when Ghost is attacking me, I do have to run, which is frustrating, but it is what it is. I'm going to speed heal these because I want my troops back, and I'm going to look for more tiles if there's any that are unoccupied. It looks like they're starting to figure out that the tiles are a big deal. Now the other thing to look at is I didn't have troops in here, and I need to get some troops added because I'm not gaining passive points right now other than gathering. So let's put this march in there. We also need to look at in here the landmarks. Looks like they have different point values for what they give. Looks like the Blood Shrine and Elemental Shrine give more. The Dark Silver Mine gives more points than a Dark Iron Mine. So looking for these glowing red Dark Silver Mines will be more points overall. And then it looks like each of these landmarks has a first control alliance points. So reduced by 30%. Yeah, if you're the first alliance to control this, you're getting a set of bonus points, which is equal to about 5 minutes worth of occupation. So you want to get there first. So you're going to want to coordinate and organize who's going where so that you can get it first. Because even if you take them all back, if the other alliance captures 5 of them first or 6 of them first, they're gaining bonuses that put them significantly ahead, and then you have to make up ground from there. Now the other thing in this is the catch-up mechanic, which is the bloodbath at the end. So the last 10 minutes you get double score on everything. So, well, not everything. I don't think kills count. I think you're getting double points for occupation and for something else. I don't remember exactly what, but I can look. So bloodbath, landmarks, and mines are double points in the last 10 minutes. So I wonder if there's strategy there, because the mines spawn at 20 minutes. I wonder if it would be worth it to try and protect some mines and leave them ungathered until the last 10 minutes, and then start gathering them once they're double points. That might be something to look at as far as a strategy. If you have a big guy that can keep them off the field or keep them out of the mines, you might have them just keep knocking people out of mines and keep them clear, and then at the 10-minute mark say, okay, everybody go gather. And then you're getting double points for all of the mines in there. Because as far as I know, they only spawn at 40 and 20 minutes. Yeah, so the 20 and 40-minute marks. So if you mine them out real quick, you don't get to use them for bloodbath. So that's another strategy piece. But it looks like there's actually a pretty good amount of strategy here. And I like that I got to pick the 2 commands that I wanted. I get to pick one of each, and you know, I guess I could have used the healing speed as well, but the march speed is going to help if you're sending long marches. On this one, I'm trying to decide if I picked right. Like, the gathering is only twice. So unity, when fighting at a landmark, if the number of troops is 50,000 or more, the troop damage of all members is increased by 10%. And it can be stacked if multiple lords have deployed this command. So unity is a really good one for having people in towers, especially if there's 5 people in a tower that all have unity. That's 50% of the damage stat, which is huge. There's a lot of strategy in here, and it's going to take some coordination, and that's going to be the hard piece for alliances to figure out. Is they're going to probably create some type of strike teams or small teams of people. Like you're in Team A, you're in Team B, you're in Team C. Team A is going to Blood Shrine. Team B is going to this spot. For my alliance, it'd be like, Dark, you're going to go by yourself and control one of these zones and stop them from coming onto the field. And there's a lot to it. I'm having fun so far. Right now we're kind of in a little bit of a downtime. So if you do have questions or you have something you want to see, let me know. What are these on? Are those gathering nodes? So gathering nodes show up on the map, and it looks like. Wow. Okay, so we mined all ours out down here pretty quickly in the Blood Shrine, but up here in the top they have a bunch. So right now we could go take those from them. Now, which ones are silver? If there's any that are silver, that might be worth trying to steal. If they're iron, I don't know if they are. Sorry if my scrolling makes you sick. I try not to. Oh, there's a dark silver mine right there. Okay, so let's send a march to it. Let's equip the curio and go for it. And then let's speed that up. So now gathering over here in this mine, this is going to get me 720 alliance points a minute. And it's supposed to be 72 solo points a minute, but it looks like it's 71.99999. So I need to screenshot that because that's a glitch. If I can. My game didn't like whatever just happened. Okay. Screenshot. So I'll get that one reported. Is there anything you guys want to see in here? It looks like they might have given up or just decided to save their gold for another round. Because they did give us 1 million gold, but that's 1 million for the entire test server, and this event's going every 2 hours. So there's definitely more opportunity to get extra stuff. So it's going to be hard to get points in here. So look, I've been participating pretty much the whole time. I mined, I've been on a node, I've been fighting, and I only have 4,000 points. So I'm only at tier 1. Some of the people in here have a lot of points, and I'm going to have to relook at the point system and see if I'm doing something wrong. Because there's people with 55k points, and we're halfway through. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Maybe because I wonder if there's other towers that people are solo capping, or oh, don't do it. No, come on, sync back up. Don't disconnect me. I may be getting disconnected. I may have to reconnect. We'll give it another second. But I think that's all on the game's end. I think you guys are still with me. I guess I'll find out in a second when the delay catches up. All right. There's definitely going to be some learning to do as far as getting max points. Because it doesn't look like just sitting in one tower is going to be enough. I wonder if you can sit in multiple towers. Why didn't I try that? I need to see if that's a thing. It's not letting me load back in. It looks like it's stuck. So I wonder if the server went down. It's not me because you guys are with me. Can someone type in chat? Just say we're still here, or... Okay, it did start to load again. It gave me an error message, and I see the error message popping up on the stream. So you guys are still here. Hopefully I can get back in. Hopefully this evens itself out. Come on. Almost there. Alright, so it looks like they're having server issues with the event, and I bet it's because everybody's joining at once, but this is just a test server, and maybe it doesn't have as many resources, but they've got maybe 25 alliances of 35 people. That's not a lot compared to all of Guns of Glory, so if they're going to be running this event, they're going to have to get this stabilized. We'll give it a couple of minutes, and hopefully it loads back up, but I'm kind of stuck at this same spot. So, oh, and you guys can give yourself a shout out too, it looks like, because it pops up on the screen. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to shout out to my buddy Spoder on Kingdom 524. And let's see, Rated R joined, and there's some other people in here, and I recognize all the names from comments and stuff like that, so thanks everybody for joining. I'm gonna try and force close this out real quick and see if I can get it reloaded, if it'll let me force close it. I'll try one more time. Oh, progress. Okay, we're in. So let's get back into the event and see where we're at. Okay, so we're still winning. There's a mega rally being sent. Now here's what I didn't try earlier and I need to try now is, can you send to multiple towers? You can send to multiple towers. That's how everybody's getting their points. No wonder. Okay, so well, I don't care if my tower is naked then. If I can get into 5 towers. Oh man, that adds another element, because that means people with really strong players like us that have Dark Mystic, Dark's going to be able to put out 4 marches to hold 4. The rest of us just need to hold 1, and then he can save a march to hit people out of the zone. That's wow. Okay, so if they don't fix that or they leave it as is, that's I mean, good for points, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to speed this one up so I can start getting more points. And now we're getting a lot of points a minute. So that's what we were missing before. I'm glad I thought about that, because that's I mean, that makes a big difference. So if you want to max out your points, if you want to get to the 23,000 mark, you're going to have to be in multiple towers or multiple landmarks, participating in gathering, participating in killing the vampire lord, and other things. So there's a lot. But if I look at this chart now, based on the points, so totaling up the 4 that I'm in is almost 1,000, and if that's split 4 or 5 ways, I'm still getting like 200 points a minute. So the other thing you might have to do on this event is kind of like UAC. We might have to share the wealth. So unless it's required and somebody really needs, to be in a tower to control them, some of these people that pass their 23,000, they could pull out of a tower or two, unless we need it, unless we're losing. Like right now we're ahead. If this was the live server, I would have Tom, Sparta, Duckula, all 3 of those, I would have them pull out of the towers. and just keep things clear for other people, like fighting, make sure nothing happens, so that the people in those towers could gain more points. And then I would find out what's going on with Queen of Blades and Lady Victory and let them know, although I'm in this low end too, so somewhere in there I was behind the curve. I haven't been doing enough fighting because I'm a Castle 35. But you do get solo points for battling as well, so that could be where they're getting their points from. Is if you have a bigger castle, you can go around fighting and do a lot more. Okay, so we've got a march coming in. Tier 13, 655. So let's see what happens there. That could crush us. And it might. And it did not. So we took that whole march and lost 300k. Let's add troops to this tower. Let's see. I want to get in some more. Troops heal in here in the battlefield hospital, and they heal pretty fast, and that's without changing gear or spec. If this was live, and if I was in the safe zone, or if I was safe for a second, I would swap my gear, start the healing, and swap back, because it would make a difference of like 40 or 50%. There's also a talent that I did not choose that increases your healing speed by 100%, which I picked the 200% march speed because it's going to save me gold on speeding things up. But I might choose in the live version that solidarity, because that will keep your troops alive and you can heal them quicker. So you get to kind of play around with these commands and figure some things out. And also you have the option to use the sanctuary coins and gold to speed heal these troops, which, I mean, that looks pretty nice to me. The rate of healing seems pretty decent. Like, I got hit earlier and lost 200k, and I was able to heal it in a couple of minutes, and then speed healing didn't take very long. Okay, so it looks like gathering has started, and I want to get in on a silver mine, so let's do that. What marches do I have? I have this march. We're going to give it a little bit more troops, and we're going to speed it, because we got lots of gold to use on the test server. So mines are a good way to get points too. This mine will be giving 72 per minute, and it looks like I'm going to be in there for 6 minutes. So it's a decent little chunk of points. Looks like I'm up to 8,000, but I don't think I'm going to max out my points this time around, because I didn't realize you could go in multiple towers. Let's see, who's at their points? So yeah, this will be, it's going to take some organization with your guild, with your alliance. And we have this problem in all the events, and this one doesn't have it. So here's the other thing that happens in the other events, is they give chests out at the end, and everyone wants to be at the top of the leaderboard so that they can get a better chest and prove that they were better. But all it is most of the time is somebody's got a bigger march and they're sitting in a tower behind someone big, and they're getting more points for it. So I think that spreading the wealth, making sure everybody gets their rewards, is going to be more beneficial than having people high on these leaderboards. And unless, like I said earlier, unless someone big needs to be in a tower to make sure it stays on our side for the win. In this case too, it wouldn't hurt us if we gave up 3 or 4 towers so that the points gained slower. It's not going to hurt us if it was like a friendly alliance and like, yeah, we're going to win, but we should all try and get our points. And you could use some diplomacy or come to some agreements there. Like, it would be pretty easy to still win and get the enemy their points as well. So keep that in mind. Winning gets you more rewards. Denying the enemy their rewards doesn't help you at all. Unless it's the same alliance that you fight every single time, then maybe it will. But yeah, just a penny for thought, I guess. Does anybody else have any more questions or want me to show anything? We've got 14 minutes left. This one does not have a point cap, so it doesn't end early. The only way to end it early is if your alliance controls all 9 points, and it looks like we could do that, but I don't think we want to end it early. There's a battlefield chat. But yeah, we could take the last one and end it early. But if this was live, why would you do that? Because look, we've still got more than half of our members don't have their points. So we should stall it out and let people get their points. And we should try and put people solo in towers. Like, hey, take this tower by yourself and we'll protect you from the outside. And then if anybody starts marching on it, we'll reinforce it. So we got 10 minutes to heal 500,000 troops. Now that's probably going to end before the end, and that was me not paying attention. But that was on the silver mine. And I bet, I can't tell for sure, but I wonder if I got no points because none of my troops came back. So in some of these, if none of your troops come back, you can't carry anything back. So you lose what was on the mine. Oh, let me show you, Nick. So the rewards for this, let's see, where did I see them? In here. So when you win, your alliance is going to gain 6,000 of these cursed essence and some other things. Maxing out your solo points is going to get you another 12,000 of these cursed essence. Now, we can't see the store right now. I can show it again at the end, but the store is fantastic. With 18,000 points for winning and maxing your solo rewards, you're going to be able to buy a ton of materials. The example store, you could buy a Bloodtooth crossbow, Bloodtooth helm pattern. Those were only 1,000 a piece. You could get lots of artisan materials, crimson golds, all that stuff, and you'd still have extra. And the cursed essence don't expire. They carry over to the next event. So if you do start to get a stockpile, it's fine to just hold them and, save until you have enough in case maybe they add something brand new and it costs 10,000. Well, if you're stockpiling, then you could still buy that. You could probably still buy it if you max your solo rewards, but yeah, the rewards are really decent, and I'll show that again at the end. Alright, so I'm still garrisoning 4. See how one of my marches is shining, the top one? That's the one that has my curio in it, and I don't know if that shows in here, but the curio is something that you got to put on one march, and it also applies to your castle. But that one march, it's 2,500 troop attack, defense, and health. So it's a huge battle swinger. So if your stats were close to somebody and you've been fighting them on tiles and you're tired of it, well, if you throw your curio on a march, it's going to even your stats out and give you a chance to take back the mine or whatever it was that they took from you. Gosh, I am low on troops. So I can't equip it. Oh, I can equip it. So maybe the one that is shining is not the curio like I thought. I don't know. That's what I thought it was, but it looks like I'm wrong. So my curio now is on this march that I'm sending. So if anybody fights me on this mine, they're contending me with much higher stats. So my stats are on this mine significantly higher on the top 3 stats. And this mine's almost dead, so it's only going to mine for a minute and 30 seconds, but I'll get like 45 points out of it. Better than none. It looks like I'm at 12,000 points. Now the other thing we won't know tonight, I don't think I'm gonna stay live and do another. I've got work tomorrow and some other stuff. I might try and do another one sometime during the day tomorrow at work, and I may just pop up live and do it during my lunch hour. So because I don't have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube yet, I can't pre-advertise it. It'll just happen, and I'll try and, if I do it, I'll try and go live a little bit before the event starts, and maybe you'll see that I went live, and you can join again if you want to watch some more. I want to find out if you join a second time, if you're allowed to join a second time, if it maintains your individual points. Like if it picks back up at 13,000 and I get another round to finish and get to 23,000, or if it has to be done in one round. And I'm also going to try and see if I was holding 4 or 5 of the landmarks from the start, if that would have made a difference. Like if I would have been able to max my points out. And the other thing is, it's similar to other events where points are distributed and split up based on the amount of troops you have in there. So this one has 3.6 million troops, and I only have, 3.6 million troops, and I have 470k. So rounded up to 500, and I'm getting 1/7 of the points on this blood shrine. Now the blood shrine is only worth, let's go to it. Blood shrine is only worth 600 a minute, and I'm getting, 1/7 of that. So let's see, in tens would be 60. So maybe I'm getting 90 points a minute. That's not going to get you to 23,000. So if you're getting 90 points a minute times 5, that would be 500 a minute in an hour-long event. You could easily get your points. Is the Vampire Noble out? Did I miss him? I missed the Vampire Noble the second time. I didn't even see it happen. But it looks like we got some of the stacks. So we've got troop attack, troop health, troop defense all stacked up. And if we get 3 stacks, it's even more. So beating the first Vampire Noble is going to make a big difference. And then getting all 3 is going to make a huge difference. So he spawns at the 45, 30, and 15 minute mark. So there won't be any more this round. But that's an important piece of it because I didn't realize that. Look at those bonuses, 2,000% troop attack and 2,000% troop health. I mean, you don't want to miss that. You don't want to lose that because that makes the rest of your time much easier. Getting a drink of water. Sorry for the silence. Let's see, 6 minutes left. Does anybody want to see anything else? Tried looking at the reports. It shows that we beat the vampire and we gained a stack. And I missed 2. I can't believe that I missed 2 of them. I don't know what I was doing, or maybe I was talking. I just completely spaced it. Or I wasn't even thinking about it. But there's definitely a lot more to do in this one than, say, Blood War. Blood War, I just kill wolves from the sideline the whole time because I'm not strong enough to be on the side. Sometimes I'll port in, steal a bunch of wolves, and then port away because I don't want to get hit and lose all my troops and not be able to get my points. Okay, something's happening over here. Nothing happened. I don't even know how to do a guide for this with... like, there's so much. There's definitely going to be some like advanced strategy guides that come out. and organizing. Like, the biggest piece of this is going to be organizing, and not just hoping that things happen, but if you're fighting an evenly powered alliance, you're going to want to plan to take 5. Oh, looks like we're controlling all 9, and we're going to end it. Okay, what is the end condition again? I think we have to control all 5 for 15 minutes to end it early. So I don't think that changes anything. Landmarks. The alliance that occupies and controls all landmarks for a period of 15 minutes will be victorious. So that's the secondary win condition. The top win condition is the alliance with the highest score wins. So at this point, controlling all 9 only helps us get our members more points. And that one just got capped, so I should go get up there with the rest of my troops and get as many points as I can. Let's zoom up there, and where are we getting hit? We're getting hit at the Blood Shrine. They're trying to hit us at the Blood Shrine, but I can't reinforce it because I used all my marches. So that is the unfortunate part about having all 5 marches out, is you can't add troops to a tower that is being used. So it looks like they're all going to come down here and try and take this. Oh, those are big wins. So that's hurting them quite a bit. Let's see, was someone megaed in there? Is that why we dominated that so bad? So Bite, we've got 3 million troops in there, and he's got good stats. His damage is a little lower, but his top 3 are better, and that's because of the bonuses from the vampire. So the vampire is probably what did it. Look at Tiny Jazz, like what he rolled as far as his castle, he got maxed out guards and a maxed out airship. So that's pretty significant. They really want this tower. Last couple of minutes, people are going crazy for it. Was that an attack directly on me? No. My screen is exploding. I can't even. Okay, let's heal that. Let's speed heal this. And since I'm not going to get my points anyways, let's emergency recall and take this hit. Because I don't want this person to think that, oh, yeah. Okay, well, you wanted to mess with me. Let's see what these people got. So emergency recalled. 500, 1,000. Who is that? Harley Quinn? And Fluffers. Neither one of them have anything. Why would you attack me when you've got nothing? Okay. Who are they attacking? Okay, well, let's hit that one too. Did I win? Yep, I did. They're out and burned them. So someone just sent their march at me while I was sending my march at them. But I won, so shouldn't they be out? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, they're gone. Let's hit them again. Let's assign the curio. And let's speed that bad boy in, because why not? Did they just... Really? Oh, I lost anyways. Fluffers has way better stats than me. Not by much, but yeah. God, I wish I'd have rolled just a little bit of a higher castle in here. Ends in 30 seconds. After this, I'll go over the store one more time for anybody that missed it at the beginning. And I might actually be able to or take the currency and spend it and see what we actually got. Oh, did my individual points come in after? No, I'm still at 18K. But it looks like this might be like, I think it's like UAC. So my points didn't come in until after the fact that I pulled them back. So I was much closer to max rewards than I thought. So that's actually good news. So those points that I had were from the times that I left towers and the times that, well, okay. So they gave rewards out, Chief Miner, Demon Slayer, and Clash Master. So let's get into the store. Did it give me my rewards? Yeah, it did. I'll take a look at that closer. So I got 6K essence for winning. Did it give me my individual rewards? It did. So I got 8K, 15 badges, 135 documents, 6 intensity gear 4s, a bunch of banners. Now let's go into the store and spend it. Let's go take a look. So in the store, here it is. The Bloodtooth hat we can buy. We can buy the Bloodtooth crossbow. We still have 12,500 points. So I need intensity gears on the main server, so I would buy these. Always need artisan materials. So I'd buy all of those. I'd buy all of those. Let's buy all of those. And then if I was like, well, I don't really want anything else, you could do that. But look at all these training speed ups. It's 3 per. So you could get 900 training speed ups for 3,000. That's a lot of training speed ups. So I'm going to do that in case I want to train more troops for the next rounds. But look at it. We didn't even max out our solar rewards, and we bought almost everything out of this store. So that's awesome. I'm a really big fan of the store in its current state, and I hope it stays this way. But yeah, that's awesome. And solo points will be sent via mail after the event. I don't know if when we join again, if it'll pick back up where it's at, or if it's a one and done type thing. But even if I didn't max out and I got these rewards, I'm happy with that. As an alliance, I'm sure that we could find a way to maximize everybody's rewards, but you know, for now, this is fantastic. And yeah, I agree. The training speedups and gears are great. And this, I mean, all of the other event rewards, they just give you stuff. This is the first store that has done what I wanted. I've suggested this from the beginning, to have an event with an event store so people can choose what they want. And I'm so happy to see this finally starting to be in the game. And I would love them to follow this format for the other events. Even if they did one generic store, like this was the store, and they started giving out, these, what are they called? I can't even see what they're called right now. These elixirs. I'd be okay if Red Guard gave me extra elixirs. I mean, or Night Siege or whatever it is, like rather than getting thousands and thousands of extra Sky Silver and things that I don't need, I would rather have a currency that I could spend. Alright, so does anybody want to see anything else before I end the stream for the night? I know we're on about a 30-second delay, so I'm going to wait just a minute for any questions or comments to come through. If you missed it earlier, if you saw anything that you really liked or you wanted to get feedback over to the developers, send that to me. Leave it in a comment. I'll put your feedback with my own. If you saw anything negative, same thing. This is our chance to get our feedback out there and try and mold the event to what we want. Once it goes live, it's way harder to get them to make changes. So If you think of anything, this video goes live onto the channel after the stream ends, and then it becomes open for leaving comments and things like that, just like you would on a regular video. So leave your feedback, and we will include that, or I'll include that with my feedback to the studio. I will try and do this event another, at least one more time, gather some more information, and try and start piecing together a basic strategy guide and what kind of things we're going to look for. Right, Gail, they haven't announced the frequency yet. Based on how good the rewards are, I think it'll be a once a month type event. I think the rewards are too good for them to do it every 2 weeks. So I would guess it would be once a month, and it's going to be something that people really want to, participate for. I would love it if it was more often, if it was every 2 weeks or 2 times a month, but as it is right now, it looks like the rewards are just too good, and I don't see them doing that unless it replaces an event. If this event replaced Blood Wars and it wasn't in addition to, then I could see them doing it 2 times a month. But if it's in addition to UAC and Blood War and KVK and KR, I think once a month is probably where they're going to land. All right, so my voice is getting a little raw. If there's any other comments, I'll wait a couple of seconds here, and if not, thank you to everybody for joining me, and I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video.